Okay, we're gonna sing it. I'm gonna say, how to be happy. And then you go, with yourself. Okay, ready, go. How to be happy with yourself. Yeah! Is that a little much? That's okay. That's how we do it here. Alright, let's get down to business. Serious time. Number uno. Let yourself be happy. I know it sounds too easy to be true, right, folks? But think about it. Like, the reason why we're not happy with ourselves is because of us. Like, we're the ones who decide whether we're happy or not, right? I know, like, feels like an external thing, but what it comes down to is, like, our own personal decision, because we control our reality. We control our thoughts and our emotions and what goes through internally, and that reflects into the outside world. Just, like, let yourself. We have so many blocks. Like, do you ever feel like it's, like, you're not, like, even letting yourself? Like, part of you, it's kind of like our soul, like... You're resisting? Yeah. It's like our soul, like, wants to be happy, and we're like, I don't deserve to be happy. I did this in 4th grade. Like, what? It's like, oh, I did this, and I did this, and I'm a bad person, and all these, like, secret underlying beliefs, and then you're just not even letting yourself. Yeah. So it's, like, literally as easy as letting go, which sounds super annoying, but...
Number 2, look at your progress.
Look how far you've came, baby. Like, come on, you can't say that you haven't gone through anything yet. You can't say that you've never done anything good in your life. You can't say that you've never made someone smile in your life. You can't say that you've never smiled in your life. Like, you've been through some stuff, hon. You've been through it. Give yourself some credit, man. You've been through some stuff. It doesn't matter, like, how much you've gone through. Like, feelings are still valid. No matter what kind of trauma you went through it. Whether you felt neglected, whether you felt like you weren't enough, anything. Like, it doesn't matter how deep your trauma was in society's eyes. 3, do some shadow work and love all of you. All of you. The part of you that is angry, the part of you that hates life, the part of you that hates someone else, the part of you that wants to be better, the part of you, just
that's
anything.
Sad.
Yeah, just any part of you that's like you don't like, or like you don't associate with you. Like, that is not me.
You don't claim.
Yeah, like, it's fine. Like, right now, like, but just both went through like a bad breakup, but we're still like happy with ourselves because we know that, like, we're staying true to ourselves and that we're just acknowledging our feelings and, like, being there for ourselves. So, like, it doesn't matter, like, how you feel, how do I explain it, about outside circumstances. Like, you can still feel good knowing you're trying your best and know that you're doing your best and
for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're here for you.
So with us, with the whole breakup thing, one part of me right now is I'm angry towards my ex, but I'm still happy with myself because I'm not disassociating with that. I always say that word wrong. I'm not, like, ignoring that part of myself. Like, I still love the part of me that's angry. I love the part of me that has hateful thoughts towards him because that's okay. And, like, I'm being compassionate towards myself in that I'm allowing myself to do that. And then it just flows through me. And I'm like, okay, like, you got this. You're doing it, you know? So accepting those parts of you that you don't want to be you, that's key to being happy with yourself, because then you're going to have those energies, like, building up inside of you. So if you hate the version of you that you don't associate with, like, if you're like, I don't know that person who wants guys' attention, for example, that used to be me when I was younger. Like, I really wanted guys' attention, and then I didn't like that part of myself. I didn't associate with that. I'm like, that's not me. But that was, like, a part of me, and then I loved it, and then just went away. Now I don't need it, because I, like, accepted it.
Recognize it.
Yeah.
And it just...
And then I was happy with myself, like, because I was secretly not happy with myself because I knew I was, like, I subconsciously knew I was wanting attention from guys, so I wasn't happy with myself. Mm-hmm. And then once I did shadow work and saw that in me, I was like, oh. And then I had to be okay with it, and then I was like, alright, I'm cool.
Number 4. Make decisions that you feel aligned with, and make the decisions out of love and not out of fear.
Oh, spicy! We got some sizzle over here. So really, though, when you're making decisions, that are for you and that feel right to you, like how could you be mad at yourself?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it causes issues in the outside world. Like you're like, yeah, I did that. It felt right to me. That's it. Like, how could you be mad at yourself? Like you're doing what feels aligned with your soul. It feels right to you. So you should be happy with yourself. When you make a decision with love instead of because of fear, you're going to be happy with yourself because you're knowing, it doesn't matter if it's a hard decision. If you're doing it because of love for expansion instead of doing something for survival and fear
and safety,
yeah, you're gonna
security.
you're gonna see that in yourself and you're gonna admire that. Just like you admire other people when they make decisions out of love, you're gonna be like, wow. And you're gonna see yourself make decisions like that, and you're gonna be like, wow, I did that. Like our natural instinct is to survive, right? It's to make decisions from our lower mind, which is focused on survival and fear. And instinct. And when we see ourselves act from a higher space, we're like, wow, like I can do that. I have the strength to do that. And then you like appreciate yourself so much more. I want to do a donkey kick break. Ready, go. Donkey kick break. And dance break. Anyways, happy with yourself. Wait, let me do that.
That's it.
5. Always do your best so you know you're trying. Oh, I have to burp. I was pretty happy with that. I was a 10 out of 10. Because I love myself and I love my burps because I'm a good burper. I can burp half the ABCs. Moving on. So, even if you feel like you can't do certain things, if you at least do your best with what you are doing, that's going to bring the self-confidence that you need to do the other things. Because then you're trusting yourself and you're seeing your fullest capability in your external world. So it doesn't matter if you're just working at Jack in the Box and talking to customers, like do it the best way that you can, and then you know that you're putting your all into something. You know, like you're seeing what you can do. You know, even if it's something small, like use that as an opportunity to bring your best self to the situation and to see that. Because you may like see yourself, how do I explain it? You may see yourself doing great things, right? And it seems so far out of reach. But if you do everything you do now in a great way, in your best way, then it's going to seem so much easier to do the greater things. You know, the harder things.
Yeah.
Because you're like, wow, like, I just made this customer so freaking happy. Like, I hate this job. But I just made this customer so happy. Like, I brought my best to this. I saw me do my best. Wow, like, I just saw it in real life instead of in my head. I just saw, like, I can do cool things. I can do stuff.
Number 6. Only make promises to yourself that you can keep.
That's hard. But it's important. Because you have to trust yourself. If you make promises to yourself all the time that you don't end up keeping, you're not going to feel very good about yourself naturally, right? And I especially understand that as a multi-passionate person, because I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do all of it. It's like, okay, yeah, but like, don't promise yourself that because you're going to be mad.
Make promises based on the knowledge of your willpower.
Yeah, exactly. And like right then, so like start small. Like only promise yourself that you'll do things that you know you will and can do. And then expand it over time. So just start small. Like if you want to start running, just say I'm gonna try to run once a week. And then just build it up over time once it becomes easier. Because otherwise you're not gonna trust anything you say if you don't follow through with your promise. I thought so. I think I'm cute.
Yawn break.
7, stay true to you in everything you do. Not just one thing, not two. Everything. One part that's really important when you're learning to love yourself and to be happy with yourself is learning to love all the decisions that you're making in your daily life. Because that's a big factor. Because you may not be happy with yourself, but let's say you have a really good day where you try your best in everything you do, and you make decisions that feel really good to you and that are aligned with you and your values. Like, let's say you know your values are strong communication, bliss, joy, connection, sharing, giving. And then that day, like, let's say you're not happy with yourself in general in life, right? But then you make decisions that are aligned with those values of yours, then that day is going to be totally different. Like, you will be happy with that day you just lived because it's aligned with who you are
on the inside.
Yeah. So just make like your external world align with your internal world, and you're going to feel so fulfilled because you're like, yeah, this is right. This is
What
like resonating.
is supposed
This
to
and
happen.
this is together. Like, you don't
Yeah.
feel separate,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It's like when your life isn't like what you want it to be and you're not living like how you want to be, or like you make decisions against the thing. Sorry.
Number 8. Face the challenges as they come and only focus on the good.
Yeah.
Try to focus on the good.
You kind of wit.
But don't ignore the bad, because then you can't see the good. Because you gotta be able to see them both to realize that there is one or the other.
That's a good point. So you have to
Yin and
acknowledge
yang.
both. Yeah. It's like you have to love the bad, but then also the
You
good
can't have the
parts.
good without the bad, or the bad without the good.
Yeah, because like this world is filled with polarity. That's what makes it physical, basically. I don't want to go too off subject, but spiritually, let's say this is like the physical world, and then down here there's infinite realms this way, and then infinite realms that way, right? When the physical world is made of polarity, and why it's able to be physical is because it's within like the realms right here, like some realms up here, some realms down here. So it is made from this polarity. That's what Earth is. And I'll talk about that later. But anyways, 9. Know that you're doing your best. Like us, we're sitting here, we just went through a breakup. We know we're trying. Like, we both feel like a little down.
Yeah.
It's been like kind of a roller coaster every day. But like, I know we're gonna be good. And
It's
I
a
know
fun
we're doing our
roller
best.
coaster. I know.
Yeah. Like, I'm making this YouTube video, so I'm happy with myself for that. Like, I'm still showing up. So if you're still showing up for you, it's like for me, I was like, I really want to still make a YouTube video today, like, even though I don't feel the best.
Good on the inside.
And I feel like the video won't be as good. It's like, no, because like it's still true to me.
Yeah.
And it's what I want to do and I feel called to do. So it's like,
And it's you right now.
exactly. So I'm trusting that and I'm doing that and I know I'm doing my best. She's doing her best. You're doing your best. It's like, give yourself some compassion. And then you can be happy with yourself because you know you're doing your best. Like, it's not your fault. Like, you can, even if you're like in a negative space and you're still trying, like, you have to be happy with yourself. Why? Like, you would only be mad at yourself if you're not doing your best, or if, but it's like, we naturally want to survive and thrive. So you're always doing your best,
Yeah.
you know? Like, sometimes your best looks different, and that's fine.
Everybody's different.
You got yourself.
Number 10. This is my personal favorite. It is to spend time with yourself and to get to know yourself.
It's pretty important, because how are you supposed to be happy with yourself if you don't know yourself?
I mean, come on. Who are you? You don't know. Spend time with yourself.
Like, I'm happy with this, even though I don't know.
Stay stuck in your head for a little bit.
Like, I don't pay
Listen to
attention
it.
to this human.
Mhm.
No, but really, whenever you spend time with yourself and give yourself the time and attention that you give to everyone else, you're going to be happy with yourself because you're going to learn so much about yourself, why you do things, and when you look at your past and your future and you just like sit with your own energy.
Because you're not choosing to be yourself for someone else
Yeah.
through their perspective.
True.
You're being yourself through your own perspective.
So when, yeah, you're like alone, you're feeling your own energy and you're looking at yourself just from you. Like, if you're like with somebody and you're judging yourself, if you're looking at how they're looking at you or
You
something in that moment,
subconsciously change the way you act
Mhm.
and talk to people
True.
by the way that they are. So if you're with yourself and you can
just like see that and appreciate.
recognize who
yourself.
you are, then you can be yourself when you're around other people instead of being who knows who you are, because you're just changing yourself to the other person.
It's also like our identities aren't really like set. So it's like the whole getting to know yourself thing. We don't mean like, oh, like my favorite color is this. I remember I went through an identity crisis when I was younger. I was
People
like,
ask me like,
what's
what's
my
your favorite
favorite
movie?
color?
I don't know. I gotta write that down so I
I don't
can
know
tell
myself.
someone. I don't know.
Yeah. But no, like,
But that constantly changes all the time, no matter what, though, because your interest always changes.
very true.
So
So it's like knowing yourself in that moment.
yeah,
Like feeling yourself right then. It's like, it doesn't, like, you can't be mad at yourself
what
or not like
resonates
yourself.
with you in the moment is who you are.
And 11. Oh, wait, we should, like, do a ting. Redo it. Ready? Go. 11. Ting. That was ridiculous. I immediately regretted it.
Being okay with whatever stage you are in life.
Ooh, say it again for the people in the back. Do it.
Being okay with whatever stage you are in life.
Doesn't matter how successful you are in society's eyes or what, because everyone's growing. The nature of this world is everything is constantly expanding. So it doesn't, like, the most successful person you know could be super depressed. So it doesn't matter what matters to other people, it matters what matters to you. Like, do you care about being happy? Then that's the only thing that matters to you, and that's what you should give
Success.
yourself. Yeah, like, you don't need success to have happiness. You need to give yourself the happiness that you're wanting. Like, that's what really matters, because that matters to you.
Mm-hmm.
So just acknowledge whatever stage you're in and appreciate it, love it, and be like, okay, I'm in a space right now where I'm stepping into what I want to do, or I'm in a space where I'm not successful yet, but I'm working on it. Or maybe you're not even working on it. That's cool too. Like, you're in that stage where you're like researching and processing. There's a bunch of different stages you can be in.
Yeah.
And there's always going to be more you can grow. Like, it doesn't matter if that end goal in your mind, you're like, I'll be happy when I'm at this stage. Like, I'll be happy with myself when I'm here. Like, whenever you're here, you're going to want to be over here.
Yeah,
And
what's
it's-
after this?
Yeah. Just going to keep on going. So, like, the trick to being happy with yourself is just loving yourself at every single part of the stage and being like, I'm trying my best right now. I am becoming more and more and more.
Because if not, you're going to keep chasing nothing.
That sounds boring.
You're going to be in a circle, you're going to cycle, and what's that?
So have fun during it all. Because if not, it's not going to be very fun.
Then what are you doing?
And it's supposed to be fun. So,
Yeah.
let loose. That's why we're making
Little.
this video. And it's okay if we're being weird in it.
Yeah.
Because I'm happy that we're just making this video even though we're going through some breakups right now.
Yeah.
Because I want to make videos, so I'm staying true to myself and I'm just doing it. That's that. So, and also I just want to throw this in too. I know this is a long video. Also, if you want to be happy with yourself, I feel like the message is inside of you already.
You
You
just
already
have to be curious enough to go within to find it.
True. And like let yourself go in. Like don't block yourself from looking.
Allow yourself to
Step in.
Yes.
And see what's really going on. And then allow yourself to be happy with whatever it is. It doesn't matter what you see. It doesn't matter anything. Like you can be happy with any situation that's going on inside of you. Whether it's something like it's not your ideal internal conditions. Like if you see, like you look inside and you see a bunch of stuff going on, like that's okay. Like you're not gonna feel better feeling shame and guilt.
Right.
You need to let yourself be happy with yourself no
Accept
matter
it.
what. Yeah. Love you guys.
You do you, boo. Yeah.
Celebrate yourself. Celebrate
Love
yourself.
yourself. Accept yourself. Have you seen that video where
Wait,
it's a
can we make
homeless
a
guy
song?
with a sign that he's all
Love
in
yourself.
underwear and it says sign that says love yourself and the O is a peace sign? He's all accept yourself. Love yourself.
You see, another thing is, if
Have you
someone's judging
seen
you,
that?
be okay with that.
Have you seen that video?
I feel like I need to.
Oh my god, it's such a
Anyway,
good one.
have fun, guys.
Have a good day.
Be happy with yourself no matter what you're doing, no matter. It's just love. Just love yourself. No matter what. Unconditional love. The unconditional love that you give to other people, I know you do.
All we need
Give it to yourself.
is love. That's what Bob Marley said.
Really?
All we need is love.
I am mad.
Someone said it.